Well, hi there. I'm dressed in traditional uh, gear because today's topic is how to talk about the USA. The reason I'm thinking of this, of course, the elections are about to happen as I record this. It's now what is it, September? So there'll be an election in November between Trump and Biden. So I'm thinking about America a lot, but I don't want to talk about politics particularly. Instead, I just want to talk about the position of the USA in the world with my American hat. Actually, it's probably made in China, and actually, I bought it from Unity, so it's maybe Japanese. But anyway, American style cowboy hat. Okay, if we talk about America, uh, two ways of looking at American society. One is the melting pot, the other is salad bowl. What? The idea is that American society is a melting pot, like a stew, where you get, for example, English people come to America, Japanese come to America, Africans come to America, Irish, Chinese. Everybody comes to America, and the melting pot is the idea that everybody melts together and becomes a stronger country. That's one theory. Americans like to believe that that's the truth. Some like to believe that. Another way of looking at it is salad bowl. A salad bowl, with a salad you have lettuce and tomatoes and cucumber or whatever. It doesn't really mix, does it? You put the ingredients in, but they don't mix together. They just sit on top of each other. So that's a question. Is America a melting pot or a salad bowl? I don't know. That's a deep question. But that's something to consider whenever we think about American society. Now, I've written down here role model. America is a role model for the world. Whether we like America or don't like America, people look at America as an example. It's a role model. A role, like role play. They play the role of leader, or they used to. And in different areas, I've got written down here, politics. So, of course, we may all think Trump is crazy, but the American political system of a democracy, America didn't invent democracy, but they promote it, or they used to. They talk about it endlessly, about freedom and democracy and democratic government. They talk about it, and so that has become the target for most people as a role. Right? Around the world, we look to democracy as being the best form of government, usually. In Japan, certainly. Society, the way society is organized, rich and poor. If you work hard, you get to keep your money. That's very American. Their approach to society maybe is the standard for the world. I don't know. Maybe not for Japan. I don't know. The way they organize their economy. And of course, they have the strongest military. They spend more money on the military than any other, I think, than the next 10 countries combined. And culture. If you think American culture is not so strong, I ask you to look at what you're wearing. Are you wearing jeans? That's American. Are you wearing a cowboy hat? Probably not. Do you listen to pop music? That's American. Do you watch movies? Movies are an American art form, really, thanks to Hollywood. They've been very dominant. And historians talk about the American century, which was the 20th century. Before the American century it was Britain. Hey, let's lose that. Getting hot. So 19th century was kind of the British century around the world. Before Britain, France was the strongest country. So it was in the 18th century. And before France, I think Spain, and before Spain, Portugal. So these countries had global dominance. Dominate is be the most powerful. So in the 20th century, certainly it's America. 19th, Britain, France, etc. Global dominance. Now, the problem is with Trump, his policy is America first. meaning America will do what is best for America and they forget about the rest of the world. Now, you could say maybe America has always been like that, but I'm not sure. Certainly, there have been advantages to America being the dominant country, I think. I would rather it was America than Russia, and maybe rather America than China. I don't know, you could discuss. So I've written down here the word alternative. Is there an alternative to America? If America is getting tired and wants to only think about itself and is maybe no longer a good role model, you look at Trump, he's a terrible role model. The way America treats black people, not only America, to be fair. What else? Well, any number of examples. How they have handled coronavirus is pretty terrible. They've got almost 200,000 people have died in America, so they're doing something wrong. You could talk about the military, global warming. These are not necessarily America's fault, but the way America, or at least the way this president is handling the problems, are questionable. Maybe. Is there an alternative to American power? China? Japan? Everybody working together? I don't know. It's very political, isn't it? But anyway, I've got some questions. I've got 3 questions. Number 1, what are the best points about American global dominance? What's the good point? You know, some good points, good things about America's place in the world. Number 2, what are the bad points? Oh, I didn't even mention guns. Ooh. Anyway. And number 3, whose will the 21st century be? Oh, there's a mistake, spelling mistake. In other words, which country will be the strongest country in the 21st century, do you think? Or will it continue to be America? Or is it Japan's turn? I don't know. Interesting that you can pick one of these questions to look at more closely. And we'll discuss this next time I see you. Okay. See you later, everybody. That's my American accent. Sorry. Okay. See you later.